Hello there. You're watching this because there's a chance that you've alluded to or said explicitly something about defunding the police and why it's such a terrible idea. Either you're asking why it's a terrible idea or you're simply saying it's a terrible idea. So you've been sent this video because the person on this post or wherever they might be simply is worn out answering this question time and time again. So we use this platform in order to simply give you the information that you may choose or choose not to take on, but it's completely up to you. So defunding the police is a decision made to not remove the police. That's the most important place to start at. It's not taking away the police at all. What it actually is questioning is the speed at which police are being trained, which really does beg the question of the quality of training and the quality of experience and the quality of execution of their police work. By defunding the police, it actually forces them to take their own work a lot more seriously. Because of course, with the funding going into the police, they can simply get the tools and take on the weaponry and so on that allows them to go out there and do whatever it is that the police do. But you defund the police and take away their opportunities, take away some of those tools which are honestly deemed quite unnecessary and create more of a state of fear and danger than is necessary in what wants to be a safe community, in a city, in a state, in the country. Then you'll have police who understand fully the parameters of their role, the boundaries of their role, how to act responsibly, how to react properly and appropriately, so that it's not just black people being shot in the street, but all people are not just being shot in the street, and that people can respond accordingly to certain circumstances. Now, it's not only about defunding the police, it's also about distributing that funding to other resources for public service. So, for example, schools which are heavily defunded, which is the same here in the UK, heavily defunded and require a lot more funding. So if you're able to put funding into your education, into the system of education, so that people are indeed getting better education across the board, what you'll actually find, and what has been proven in many other countries, by defunding the police and actually putting more funding into education, you'll find a greater sense of a safer, better quality community than you would if you put a lot of money into one thing. So that's really the argument behind defunding the police. They're not trying to take them away from anyone, and they're certainly not trying to erase them. But it also, actually, another point is that it gives room for the community to police itself. One of the other challenges that I recognize in many cultures where there's a lot of a police state is the community is unable to hold itself accountable and police itself, which again you can see in examples around the world where when a community is able to do that, the crime levels actually do drop and the levels of connection and the possibility for growth and development in those communities actually goes up. So that's really the argument behind defunding the police. No one's taking them away. It's simply a matter of train them better. And while you're doing that, give funding to other services that actually require proper funding for people to be able to move through the world that much easier.